The parade, the tailgate, the game Saturday against North Texas. All the traditional homecoming activities will be held this weekend, but an added bonus is a Halloween event on Sunday that will bring WKU ghost stories to a new generation.
Western has a long history of ghost stories and unexplainable events that happen on campus.
Retired WKU employee Tamela Smith has been telling WKU ghost stories for nearly 20 years.
I gave my first ghost tour, I think it was back in 2004, and we had a similar, it was around Halloween as well, and we had a similar theme for homecoming, and so it was, and I'm like, okay, do y'all want me to do a tour? And that's kind of how it got started. He turns around, but there's nobody there.
Now she's training student alumni ambassadors to tell the stories in a kid-friendly way.
Just picking out a few of the more interesting or entertaining stories, because it is fun in October at the, when the colors are changing for autumn and the leaves are changing, and it's fun to talk about these things.
The Spirit Makes the Monster is a community Halloween event planned for Sunday at the Martin's Alumni Center.
She has actually trained some of our student alumni ambassadors on how to give the ghost tour, and they are going to be using kind of her blueprints to offer those tours during Spirit Makes the Monster.
Markham says the campus community always embraces the homecoming theme, and Nightmare on Normal Street is no different.
You could fight it and try to separate yourself from Halloween, or you could try to lean into it for once and actually make the most of it. So that's what we're trying to do this year.
Van Meter Auditorium has probably the longest haunting history and most well known. I think I've got stories back from the early 1960s, mid 1960s on that building. The hauntings occur all throughout the building.
Smith, who is now writing a book about the eerie events on campus, is making sure the stories live on for future generations.
This is a great opportunity to share the stories, share some of the history, and to keep these oral traditions going. I find it very exciting.
The Spirit Makes the Monster, sponsored by the Student Alumni Ambassadors, will start at 4:30 Sunday at the Martin's Alumni Center. For a full listing of WKU homecoming events, log on to alumni.wku.edu/homecoming. With this week's View from the Hill, I'm Amy Bingham.